Okay, so for the start of my show, I'm thinking, like, words pop up, like, the stay-at-work housewife presents Domestically Dani. And then a picture of me. Oh, that looks good. And then maybe a little jingle, like, starring Dani Sage. Hello everyone, welcome to the second episode of Domestically Dani. I am here with my good friend Staley, art director in Los Angeles, care of Ohio, then New York, then LA. But you've also been acting. What's that like?
I have. Yes, it's funny because there's Starbucks in Columbus, Ohio. So no matter what you do, you can be an artist or a musician or something, and whatever kind of winds up working at Starbucks. In LA, everyone's an actor, and you wind up doing extra work or you become a featured extra. So I kind of fell into it.
Yeah.
And it's been really fun, really good.
That is fun. What shows have you been featured on recently?
Oh gosh. Recently I did Glee. I was on Grace and Frankie. I was on Transparent. I've done some Warner Brothers films and some commercials and a Jessie J music video, and it's just crazy. Like the phone just rings and like, you want to do this, and it's like, yeah, that'd be fun. Jane Fonda. Oh, she's beautiful.
She is beautiful.
She's beautiful. So
I'm gonna grow up to be Jane Fonda.
Seriously, her butt is like, you could bounce a quarter off it. Just like, it was amazing. But it's the real deal.
And she's as nice.
She's so nice. So nice. It was you're not supposed to talk to the actors, but if they talk to you, it's okay. And it was funny because right when they were about to say action, she started talking to me.
Oh my gosh.
And it was like, we're rolling, but and it was hysterical. And she's so nice. She's so great.
What did she say to you?
Oh, what did she? Well, it had been funny because the whole day she kept staring at me like, giving me these looks. I was like, what is going on? And right when they said action, she goes, have we met?
Oh
like that.
Gosh.
And I was like, like she had been trying to remember. She knew me.
You like?
I was sitting there like ready to go into my role, thinking I was going to tell you, that's a weird first line. And I was like, oh, she's talking to me. And I said, oh, I don't think so. I kind of stuttered it. Yeah. And she was like, I don't know. She said some name. She was like, Ethel, blah, blah, like, drop this name.
You look like an Ethel.
Like, come on, like, do we have this mutual friend? And I was like, I don't know her, but, I'm happy to be here. And she was just really cute. She's like, I'm gonna think of it. And then she goes, oh, we're rolling. And we got back to it. And the director and the producer looked at me like, thank you for not dragging that out. We're like wasting daylight.
What a fun story.
I've got a million of them, so
I bet
we should drink.
We'll drink.
And then I can share these stories.
Yes. I need to know things maybe that we cannot show. Like secrets that you were sworn into silence.
There's a lot of them, but typically the way that you feel about, actors, it is kind of who they are. They really do play to that role so well because that's a lot of what they're like in real life. So cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna get started.
Thank you for having me. I'm
so
so happy to be here.
And she's gonna share some secrets with me while the camera's off still.
And first up, we're drinking, right?
First up, we're drinking.
What are we drinking?
Caramel apple sangria.
Caramel apple sangria.
Yeah. So let's do it. All right, we're gonna start with drinks. Today we are making caramel apple sangria.
Yes.
So we will start with 2 apples.
Just sliced. Hot dog style. My hands are washed. Thoroughly. Yes.
I did hear you.
You have great soap.
Thanks. Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
A whole bottle of sparkling.
Who is that the cook who's like 2 shots
and then she's
of vodka and you're like, nice pour.
I know, I'm like, I don't want her making my drinks.
Yeah.
That is Sandra
They're
Lee.
stingy in WeHo.
Yeah.
Real stingy, yeah.
I just got back from Vegas and they were heavy pours there.
Right.
It was lovely.
The libations.
My kind of town.
Oh, yeah.
I was joking that if I were a town or if Vegas were a person, we'd be each other.
Fuzzy dice in the windshield.
And sequins in the morning. And alcohol
Where you
all
eat
day.
cigarettes. So now I have a question. When you're doing your pour, how do you make sure, like, I mean, is there any certain way to make sure that you get less fizz and more champagne, or is it?
Just pour and pray.
I can do that.
2 cups apple cider.
Yes. Apple cider straight or apple cider vinegar?
Apple cider straight.
Okay.
We went apple picking this weekend, so this is.
I did too.
You did?
Yes. We don't have like grass or trees in LA, really. So I came back and I was like, oh, this is amazing. I mean, I've only been out there for like 2 years, so but it's enough time to miss it. And so we went apple picking. That was great. Are these from the orchard?
They are.
The apples? Oh.
Yes. Very fancy.
Oh. If you don't have freshly picked apples from the orchard, store-bought is fine.
I guess. It is best to go pick your own apples for this recipe, though.
Yes.
This was supposed to be half a cup of caramel vodka, but I got a little heavy-handed, so it was.
Thank God. I thought
it was like a cup.
I thought you were going to say it was supposed to be caramel vodka, but instead it's this other kind of vodka, and I was like, I'm just so glad that the air was that there's just more vodka. This is good.
It can't be bad.
Now I'm a lightweight.
You are?
I like bottleneck. I am a sure thing, guys.
I don't know.
You ever want a sure thing? Just give me like a cider, and I'm like, woo! I'm a woo girl. I'm good to go.
I used to be a cheap date, but I've built my tolerance.
She has. She has. She's sturdy now.
Sturdy. That's a good word for it.
Ooh, cinnamon. Cinnamon is a good thing.
Garnish.
Oh, it's a garnish.
You don't have to do this part. Well, it also makes it taste good, but doesn't that look pretty?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah. The breath will smell great.
Yeah.
What are some of the properties of cinnamon, by the way, that like make it good for you? Like, what does cinnamon do?
Well, it's a really good anti-inflammatory. So.
Excellent.
Combats all this vodka.
What about when I'm on my purgid? Is cinnamon good for that? TMI?
No, that's not TMI.
Okay. It's a cooking show.
Yeah, anti-inflammatory, relieves cramps probably. That's from inflammation.
I should have Googled.
We should have Googled.
Okay.
All right.
I am so excited.
I'm so excited.
Well, here's to you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Here's to you. Oh, that is so yummy.
Oh, that is good.
And I don't like a really strong kickback. You know, you swallow some, you're like, yeah, woo! And you feel it all the way down. That is so smooth.
Here's the thing. You could put the apples in the glass. I like sangria for 2 reasons. I don't like sangria for 1. 2 reasons. Lots of alcohol. It's amazing.
That's why you don't like it?
I like sangria because of alcohol.
Right.
Vodka. It's a good excuse to drink wine and vodka at the same time if you make it like this. Forget the second reason. The reason I don't like it is when people put a lot of fruit in the glass.
Oh.
And it's like there's less room for the alcohol.
Wow. Well.
And you have to keep filling your drink up.
That's fair.
Yeah.
However, I enjoy the fruit at the bottom to kind of, smack on afterwards.
We can eat all of this.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
All right.
The apples are the chaser.
The chaser. All right. Cheers. All right. We're going to make gnocchi now.
Gnocchi.
Yep. You said it right that time. You got the G silent, but just barely.
Gnocchi.
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 You got it.
Gnocchi. Is that right?
It is.
Okay.
The more you use your hands.
I need you, the more authentic.
The more authentic it is.
Well, I am authentically wasted already.
You were right about being a cheap date.
Girl.
It has not.
Baby, when I say I'm a short thing, I've had one of these and down the hatch, and I'm just on round 2, and I'm already like, woo! So if I'm on this counter by the end of this gnocchi,
It's a party.
yeah, it's a party.
It's a party.
So thank you.
You're
I'm
welcome.
letting it all hang out, baby.
Thank you for making me look sober.
Like put together. Totally put together.
That rarely happens.
You're welcome. I'm glad I can be able to. This is how I contribute. So we're learning about gnocchi.
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 Gnocchi is a pasta.
Gnocchi. I wish I had this.
Yeah.
I'm working on it, all right?
You got him. You got him. You'll
Yeah.
get there. Well,
Thanks.
maybe not quite here, but you'll get there.
Thanks. My mother would be very proud of me right now.
Yeah, my mother's very proud of me on this show, too. That's what we're doing here, making our mamas proud,
Yeah, but not our dads.
not our dads.
So anyway,
Okay,
what are we looking at?
we are looking at,
It's fluffy, lovely,
yes, it is.
colorful.
So how gnocchi starts out,
Yeah.
it's very cheesy.
You take a drink.
You take a drink, more importantly. A big drink,
It's good stuff.
for good measure.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to put the wet ingredients in the bowl first.
Wet.
Wet. You
That's
measured this.
That's for you, Gabe. Can I do shout outs? Is it
You can
allowed?
do a shout out.
Gabe, every dirty joke is for you.
That's for you, Gabe.
And if I ever look at the camera, because I have 6 brothers. And that's
Do you
right.
have a Carol Burnett?
What's that?
Like the ear tug she did for her
Yeah. Well, I have like a lot of brothers that I love very much. So I give that and we all have a lot of inside jokes. So
grandma? Inside jokes are welcome.
yeah, especially the dirty ones because they're all my boys. And so thank you for that. I very appreciate doing that.
Yeah. Throw in all the inside jokes you want. Cup of ricotta. Quarter of a cup Parmesan. Parmesan Reggiano.
Parmesan. You know those people that like they're not Italian until they have to say the word?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
There's no mozzarella in this.
Ricotta?
I was just saying
It
it.
was for example. So ricotta,
Ricotta.
ricotta, and we're gonna get like that's funny.
We're gonna run out of alcohol. Alright. 2 eggs.
Not whipped.
Well, now, we're gonna break them up a little.
Okay.
Kind of combine.
I wish you could see this. This is beautiful. It's already just creamy and gorgeous.
You could eat it at this point.
Uncooked eggs?
Why not?
Can you tell me, is that a myth? I've heard that, like about cookie dough or anything
Here
in those logs.
is my theory
Yeah.
about uncooked eggs. Somebody's kid was eating raw cookie dough, and the mom didn't want them to enjoy their life,
Bitch.
so they...
Can we swear?
We can swear.
Bitch.
So that bitch told her kid, "Oh, you're gonna get salmonella because there's raw eggs in there."
Ugh.
And then the mom was like, told all of her neighborhood friends, "Oh, I told my kid you're gonna get salmonella,"
Fear mongering.
and it spread.
She's probably Republican.
She probably was.
We feel the burn here.
Feel the burn.
Moving
in this
on.
house.
Hi, Bernie. Call me.
And Hillary too, if you want.
Hillary can call her ally Bernie.
You both can call both of us.
That's fine. We'll cook for you.
This is 2 baked sweet potatoes. Traditionally, a lot of ricotta has a form of potato in it. I like to bake mine because it makes a fluffy
You
ricotta.
bake the sweet potato.
I bake the sweet potato.
Why sweet potato?
Well, there's a lot of cheese in this, and this makes it healthy.
Really? That's why?
It counteracts the cheese
And
and the
the
sweet potato.
interesting.
This is now a healthy dish.
Well, I never considered cheese unhealthy. Am I nuts?
I don't think you should. Some people do.
I'm glad you don't think you should. I should.
I'm a certified nutritionist.
Danny thinks that that's fine.
And I think cheese is perfectly fine.
This is beautiful. The color is amazing. It looks so pretty and like dense and fluffy. So it's 2 kinds of cheese: ricotta, Parmesan.
Yes.
It's eggs and potatoes.
Yes.
Sweet potatoes in particular.
Sweet potatoes.
And why sweet potatoes? Just because it's healthier?
Healthier.
It's healthier than a normal potato?
Yeah.
Do I look like someone who preps meals? Maybe.
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 Right now.
But I don't. But I don't.
Oh, you can also boil the sweet potatoes as if you were about to make mashed potatoes, but I feel like boiling them
It takes flavor out.
takes flavor out
Yeah.
and it makes them denser.
Cook 'em.
So you're gonna have like a dense gnocchi, and I don't want that in my
A
house.
dense gnocchi.
Dense gnocchi. Okay.
This looks so good. Can I mix?
You can mix.
I'm useful.
While I explain this. This is the scientific part, kind of. Well, no.
Am I mixing this right?
This is artful. You're doing an amazing job.
Oh, thank you.
We're gonna add the flour at this point.
Okay.
The recipe, I'm using brown rice flour, so it's gluten-free. You can use any flour you want, your heart desires. You add it, the recipe calls for 2 to 4 cups. I know that's quite a big range.
There's a lot of flour.
Yeah. But you start with 2, get a feel for it. You want it to be kind of a Play-Doh-y texture.
Play-Doh. A Play-Doh.
We're adding the flour a little bit at a time because you don't want to get too excited with this.
I'm a Bob Barker girl.
Ooh.
The first transgender Bob Barker girl.
You know, I wanted to do that when I
It's about time.
grew up.
You wanted to be a Bob Barker girl?
I might be too. A Barker beauty. That's the technical term, Staley.
Well, they always have their nails done so beautifully.
They do.
Yeah.
Or, you know what? An Ohio lottery girl that pulls the number.
Oh, number 1, 27,
27.
42. All right, so we're going for a Play-Doh texture.
A Play-Doh texture, so that's not quite enough. I'm going to add a little
Could
more.
you use a mixer because we're broke, remember?
We don't own a mixer because we're broke.
The theme of this episode is broke and fabulous or something like that, right?
Broke and fabulous, yes.
But if you have one of those spiffy mixers, go for it.
Now,
right? Am I wrong?
Go for it, yes.
This is Da Vinci.
I'm taking my Henry Bendel bracelet off.
Nice,
For
good
this
call.
part.
I'll wear it
Okay.
because it goes with my dress.
It does go with your dress.
See? Okay, good.
This is where you really get in there.
Oh no, I need a boy. Oh wait, no I don't.
You have me.
Well, you're
Right.
worth lots of boys. Okay. We're needy girls.
A little bit more. I'd say a 1/4 cup at a time, just so you don't end up with like dry gnocchi.
Well, it's pasta. Can it be dry?
You don't want it dry.
Wait a minute, what makes dry gnocchi as opposed to wet gnocchi?
I guess it would just be like super dense and it would taste like Play-Doh, not like delicious pasta.
Well, you talk to some toddlers, you would think that Play-Doh was the bomb.
Like I said, texture of Play-Doh.
Is that Play-Doh? Because I feel like Play-Doh would be less sticky.
You played with some dry Play-Doh.
I
when you were
did.
little.
We were broke. It was the same damn Play-Doh every Sunday school. So, lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
Wet Play-Doh.
Wet Play-Doh.
Because we like wet gnocchi.
We are going to roll it out now. Alright, so now we're going to roll the gnocchi out.
We've switched sides.
We switched sides.
We switched sides. Did you catch that?
I wanted to look as angelic as you do.
Oh, thank you.
So I needed to be under the spotlight.
Well,
Well.
it's all about angle. So, what are we doing?
We're rolling it out like Play-Doh. You make kind of like, I don't know, a 1/2-inch snake.
Is Play-Doh particularly appetizing? Because it gets a lot of reference here. Play-Doh is one of our sponsors. And now
Sponsored by
a word from our sponsor. Play-Doh.
Play-Doh.
We're cutting.
We're cutting into, I don't know, it's like an inch piece.
Gnocchi!
Do you know what it is now?
I literally just clicked.
They're little pillows.
Oh.
I wonder if it's Italian for pillows. Gnocchi. Pillows. Gonna go rest my head on my gnocchi.
My gnocchi. Well, it looks very fluffy and really lovely.
Yes.
And so that's about how you cut it. Look at that.
You cut it like this.
I don't know why I'm putting
This
that in
is the cool trick. You take a fork. You could leave it like this. That's perfectly fine.
Yes.
But this next step helps the pasta sauce really cling to it.
Oh.
So flip your fork over.
We like clingy pasta sauce.
Clingy pasta sauce.
And kneady dough. Okay.
Not clingy men or needy men.
I like a needy man.
Do you?
I like him clingy. Yes, miss me, baby.
If you're needy or clingy, you can contact
We're taking
Staley
applicants
at
StaleyDesigns@gmail.com. You must gross an annual 150 grand a year.
401k.
401k, benefits, dental, and if you're tall, dark, and handsome and a Scorpio, Even better.
So
What do we do?
then you just gently roll it, and it makes a little
groove. So how hard do I push it?
Barely.
Barely push it.
Boop.
And off it goes.
Yep.
Now, okay, should I do it closer to the board so it doesn't
fly?
So it doesn't flatten anymore? Off it goes.
Off it goes.
Are we meeting in the middle? You're doing it faster than I am.
Well, I've had practice.
Rude. Okay. Oh, I see!
Oh, do this!
That was a really good one! Okay, I did a great job. Where'd you find on? Woo! That was awful.
Yep.
Redo. You said that was awful. Yeah, redo. Okay, wonderful!
Okay.
Boom!
So we'll roll the rest of this out like so.
We'll see you in 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours. Not really. This is super fast.
It is fast.
Making butternut squash pasta sauce for our gnocchi while the water's boiling.
Because butternuts, everyone knows that butternuts, nothing complements, let me try that again. Because everyone knows that nothing complements a sweet potato gnocchi like a butternut squash sauce.
This is going to taste like fall, just
wrapped in grandmother hugs.
Okay. You went a different direction.
Why? What's wrong with grandma hugs?
I said this is going to taste like fall came in your mouth.
Oh.
You said
I was cleaning
this
it
is
up.
going to taste like grandma hugs.
Sometimes people are frustrated and so they project into their food.
Well, that was a roasted butternut squash.
Beautiful. And now we're doing sea salt.
Pinch of sea salt on the kitchen counter. This is chipotle powder because I put that shit in everything.
Chipotle powder.
Mm-hmm.
I told Dani about a particular kind of powder that I love.
The Trader Joe's.
The Trader Joe's coffee barbecue rub. It is divine. You can put in everything. It's got coffee and nutmeg and
it sounds amazing.
yeah, and it's wonderful. So that's what you're gonna get her for Christmas. Okay, here we go.
Yes, get that for me for Christmas.
Time to process.
Trader Joe's coffee rub.
Yes.
Time to process. So that was salt and pepper and about 1/4 teaspoon of chipotle powder. You're going to...
Can I do it? Can I do it?
Yeah.
Okay, what do I do?
Put your hand there.
Here?
And then turn that knob.
Turn it to the counterclockwise. That way?
That way.
Oh, my hand! Sorry.
Ah! That'd be a good Halloween prank.
Do you have insurance?
Okay.
I think it needs some liquid.
Yes. Now,
Do I take that off?
oh, you do. We're going to
It's very intuitive.
pour. So let's start with 1/2 cup.
And this is coconut milk.
This is coconut milk. You can use heavy cream if you want.
Heavy whipping cream?
Yes.
And what about like almond milk or other alternative milks?
You can
I was not prepared. I was not prepared.
any milk.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
All of it gets it. We're gonna add some more.
It looks wonderful.
If you're totally opposed to any dairy or non-dairy products, you can also use chicken stock, vegetable stock. I just like this.
Chicken stock?
Yeah.
In place of milk?
You just gotta make it.
You learn something
soft.
new every day. All right.
Do you like your pasta sauce like super smooth or?
I don't. I like it rich and dunky and like my favorite thing in the entire world to do is to take bread after you're done cooking your pasta and like kind of
sop it up.
Oh, and in those burnt corners, girl. We're so loud. Are we good?
I think so. If you like your pasta sauce kind of rich and chunky, stop here. If you are a creamy, liquidy pasta sauce person, keep adding more liquid until you feel that it's right.
Continue to puree. But this is actually a very pretty texture. It doesn't look over runny and it doesn't look over piecey either.
Yeah.
It feels just right.
Feels just right. So whatever feels right in your heart, do that with your pasta sauce.
Namaste.
Namaste, pasta sauce.
Namago.
Now we are going to boil the gnocchi and kind of put the finishing touches on this sauce.
Now we're adding the squash
to some browned sausage.
Browned sausage. Beautiful.
If you can find it, sausage that has been kind of prepared with sage or other like savory herb.
Oh, if you guys could smell this.
It smells amazing,
it's
doesn't it?
heaven. And I'm drunk, so everything is just like escalated. This is so beautiful. And are we just gonna kind of fold it in like that?
Fold it in.
Okay.
If you get to this part and you've kind of cooked it down and feel like the sauce needs to be thinner, you can definitely add more coconut milk or whatever.
I don't mind it. This looks wonderful.
It does look good.
And it smells so good. So you said a sage seasoned sausage. Say that 3 times fast.
Sage seasoned sausage.
Dare
Only
ya.
one time.
This is wonderful. And so all of that fabulous grease from the meat will also get absorbed into next, we're gonna take our
gnocchi and
grooved gnocchi.
drop it into the water carefully.
Very carefully. Okay.
The awesome thing about gnocchi is
Jesus, it's a fire.
that it lets you know when it's ready.
How?
Well, right now it's sinking to the bottom.
Yeah.
When it's ready, it'll float to the top and we'll scoop it out and put it in.
Wow. What makes it do that?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
I just cook this shit. I just cook it.
I'm not sure, but that is my favorite part about it because
When it floats?
yeah,
Then
you're
you
like,
know.
oh, you're ready! Yay!
How will I know if this gnocchi's ready? I'll say a prayer with every. I don't know. What would it be? Taste test. Sorry. But it looks great.
It does. So probably about that much. You don't want the water to cool down too much.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll let that, they'll
Okay.
start like, you'll see them kind of like plump up.
Yeah.
And they'll start coming up to the top.
When Danny and I get involved, things plump up.
And rise to the top.
And rise to the top.
Then we'll scoop it off
Yeah.
and stick it in the sauce that we've got going.
Yay!
So it actually doesn't take very long. I want to say maybe 3 minutes,
3 minutes.
which is another amazing thing.
I don't have a watch on, but if I did, it would be right here.
On your wrist.
On my wrist. This seriously looks so good.
I'm so excited.
Now we get to eat this later, right?
Right. Yes. When it's done.
Yes.
We do get to eat it.
Wonderful. And now we wait.
Now we wait.
Now we let it boil.
Good things take time.
We let it.
Oh, look at that one.
Oh, they popped up. We let it stew in its own juices.
Look, look, look.
Here
They're
come
all
more.
like, we're ready.
We're ready. I'm ready too.
Eat me.
But we have so much in common. Oh, just like that. So you're going to do it one at a time.
As soon as they pop up, grab it.
What should I put in another gnocchi to replace the one you just scooped?
Quality control.
Quality control and time management. This is beautiful.
Oh, and another one.
Now, what are the advantages to making your own pasta instead of just buying it like frozen from, Whole Foods? Or as I say, whole paycheck.
Well, it is cheaper since this is the Broken Fabulous episode. I actually like to do, if I make like a big batch of gnocchi, is go ahead and cook it.
Okay.
And without putting any sauce on it, I eat what I want as I make it, but then it actually freezes really well.
Beautiful.
So after you cook it, just freeze it. And
So this
then
is great.
dump it in the sauce that you've heated and it'll thaw it out.
That's wonderful. That's amazing. Because I'm all about, budgeting, and but I love to eat, but I just, it's costs so much money to eat out, especially in California. So it's always so nice to be able to make your own meals.
And what's nice about this too is it's being such a busy art director and actress.
Yes.
It's in your freezer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think
And
I hear my manager calling me. Ring a ding ding.
But you can be like, oh, I really want gnocchi tonight. Good thing I have some in my freezer.
So you would freeze it you'd let it cool from the boiling?
Yep.
And then freeze it.
Freeze it.
Toss it in a bag and it goes.
Yep.
Amazing. Now it feels like we have a lot of gnocchi.
That's why you freeze it.
Ah! Ta-da! All makes sense.
It all makes sense.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and coat this in the sauce.
Now you want to be gentle here folding.
You do because you don't want to break up the gnocchi.
Right.
And if you feel like once you've cooked the sauce, it kind of cooked down. I have this on pretty low heat just to warm it so it hasn't cooked it down. But if you get a little eager with the stovetop temperature,
Yeah.
you can add more coconut milk at this point to thin the sauce out.
No kidding.
I think this looks perfect.
We like it thick.
Yes. So
Our sauce.
Our sauce.
Other
things.
Thick.
But the sauce.
And rich.
So this is
Mama didn't raise a fool.
This is good to go.
Yes.
We'll let the rest of the gnocchis cook, but you can just keep folding them in.
Beautiful.
And we'll get this plated, and
Great.
we will see how delicious it is.
I can't wait.
I can't either. All right, this is all plated. We are going to try, finally.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
A lot of love. Blood, sweat, and tears in here.
I learned from my last episode that I should take very tiny bites because it takes me so long to chew.
Why is that?
Because I am a mindful eater,
Okay.
which means I like to savor my food.
I'm gonna blow. Mmm.
Oh, yeah, amazing.
Oh, that'll stick to your ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm. It's sort of it's not too salty. It's not over flavorful. It's very hearty.
It's very hearty.
It's
perfect
hot.
for fall and winter.
Right. It's just very mellow. Mmm.
I love it.
Oh, you really got tasty cheese, believe it or not, which I'm surprised of.
I don't know if I said before, but if you can't find sausage that has the sage seasoning already in it, you can add whatever you want.
I think that the sausage really helps balance out all the potato.
Mm-hmm.
Because potato can be very starchy, and this seasoned sausage, the gnocchi, it's just perfect. It's really all in great balance. Well done.
Thanks.
Well done.
You helped.
And I helped.
You helped.
Our cameraman is clapping.
Quietly.
Silently.
Quietly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what this kind of reminds me of?
Tell me.
Like Italian shepherd's pie.
Yes.
How like starchy.
Oh my gosh, totally.
Yeah.
That's a great metaphor. Yeah, it's really wonderful. And I think that I'm just really excited to be eating sweet potato in this context.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
I love it.
Sweet potato Italian. I didn't know.
Who knew?
I did not know. I
And
did not know.
this was probably like $10 if you already had like the flour and seasoning in your pantry. By the time you bought butternut squash, which is right now in season, so that whole big thing that made all the sauce was like $1.
I will eat this whole plate right here.
Let's do it.
No, I want to be a lady. Ladylike.
Well,
And
I
drink.
don't need to be a lady. Well, I will,
She's married.
I will drink.
So, I gotta be dainty and shit.
Delicious.
Thank you, Dani.
Shall we make the next one?